Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a story that's, well, really shaking up the world of sprinting. A young
Ah,
talent just rewriting history.
You can say that again?
We are talking about the incredible rise of Gout Gout. I mean, picture this a 17-year-old kid from Ipswich, Queensland, in Australia. He's
Yeah.
already blown past records that have stood for decades, and now he's stepping onto the biggest stage, the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo.
It's a really compelling story, isn't it? And for you listening, our goal today is to really get into not just what he's done, because the achievements, the times, they're staggering,
Right.
but how did this journey even begin?
Mm.
We want to unpack, that unique mix of his heritage, the sheer dedication involved, and what it all means for track and field going forward.
It's speed.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also about immigrant dreams, raw talent,
Hmm.
just untapped potential.
Let's start right at the beginning again, because his origins are quite powerful. He was born December 29, 2007 in Ipswich.
Yeah. His parents, Bona and Monica, they're Dinka people. They were looking for a fresh start in Australia, having fled the conflict in South Sudan back in 2006, came via Egypt.
Wow.
That journey alone, just seeking safety, it says so much about the resilience baked into his family.
Absolutely. And that resilience, it's even kind of reflected in his name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was originally Goat, pronounced Goat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But somewhere along the journey, it became Gout. Just a little twist of fate he seems to take in stride now.
Hmm.
And he grew up one of 7 kids, big, bustling household, working-class town near Brisbane. It paints a picture of adaptability, doesn't it? Community.
It does. And what's really wild is that growing up, track wasn't even the dream. He wanted to be a soccer star.
No kidding.
Yeah, idolized Cristiano Ronaldo, always kicking a ball around. But then 2020, he's just 12 years old. Something clicks.
Okay.
Just a casual athletics carnival at his school, Ipswich Grammar. Coaches see this, well, gangly year 7 kid just fly down the 100-meter track.
Just raw talent.
Yeah, totally. One coach said he had this natural bounce, like he was born to fly. It wasn't planned, just boom, talent on display.
That's often how it happens, isn't it? The unexpected discovery. Not some long-term plan, just pure ability shining through. So they gave him his first pair of spikes, and that was it.
Pretty much. Never look back. By 2021, he's 13, and his 200-meter time is already down to 22.68 seconds, which is, pretty good. A hint of what was brewing.
Definitely a sign.
But then 2023 hits, he's 15, and that spark, it just ignites. Australian Junior Championships, under 18, 200 meters. He runs a blistering 20.87.
Wow, at 15.
Yeah, shatters a national youth record. That's when the national coaches really sat up and took notice. He even mentioned later an early mentor told him he could be great.
Mm-hmm.
And Gout said, that was the first time anyone ever said that to me. That belief, that little spark of external confidence, it seemed to change everything for him.
And you have to connect that, I think, to his heritage, too.
Yeah.
The Dinka people, they're known for being tall, athletic, and Gout fits the bill. He's about 1.92 meters, 6'3", long limbs, massive stride length. That's a huge physical gift for sprinting.
Absolutely.
So while he's competing for Australia, and with immense pride, you can see he carries that South Sudanese heritage too. It's this powerful mix of background, physical gifts, resilience, and the opportunities Australia gave him.
Okay, so let's get into these numbers because they are just, well, mind-boggling. We mentioned he was running sub-21s consistently in 2023, but 2024, that was the year he truly exploded, right?
Oh, absolutely. That was the year everyone knew his name. National title, sure, but the big one. December 7th, 2024, Australian All-Schools Champs.
Okay, I remember this,
He runs 20.04 seconds in the 200 meters.
which smashed Peter Norman's record.
Exactly. A 56-year-old Australian and Oceanian record set way back at the 68 Mexico City Olympics for a 16-year-old kid to break that. Monumental.
And it made him the fastest 16-year-old ever, faster than Bolt at that age.
Faster than Bolt's 20.13 from 2003.
Yeah.
That wasn't just a fast time. That was a statement.
Yeah.
This kid is a generational talent.
And it didn't stop there. The momentum just carried straight into 2025. March, Queensland State Champs. He runs a 20.05 in the heats, world leading at the time.
Mm.
Then in the final, okay, it was wind assisted, but 19.98. He became only the 7th under 20 athlete ever to break 20 seconds.
It's just incredible progression.
And then April, Australian Championships again, another wind assisted scorcher,
Yep.
19.84 in the 200 meters.
Now, that 19.84, that's the second fastest under 20 time ever recorded.
Ever. And crucial.
It beat Bolt's under 20 best. Bolt ran 19.93 back in 2004. Gout beat that.
These aren't flukes. These are loud, clear messages he's sending.
Definitely not flukes. And then he backs it up internationally. His senior debut, June, Golden Spike Ostrava.
Czech Republic.
Right, high-profile meet.
And he wins the 200 meters. Runs 20.02 seconds, this time with no wind assistance. Legal. Lowers his own Oceanian record again.
Wow.
And, just for good measure, that time also beat Usain Bolt's debut time at that same meet back in 2006.
It's like he's just ticking off Bolt's milestones one by one. It seems that way. That 20.02 puts him joint 6th all-time for under 20s in the 200. And look at the list. He's nearly 4 years younger than the next youngest guy in the global top 16 right now. It's just extraordinary for his age.
Okay, we have to talk about it. The elephant in the stadium, the Bolt comparisons, you just can't avoid it.
Nope, impossible.
The height, the speed, the style, Bolt set the template, and Gout seems to fit it so well.
He really does. At 17, he's already got that height, that high knee lift, the upright posture, and especially that devastating top-end speed. It looks so much like Bolt in his prime.
Right.
So it wasn't really a surprise when he broke Bolt's under-16 record in 2024, and Bolt himself commented on Instagram, said something like, "He looks like young me."
Which is huge praise coming from the legend himself. Gout just replied with a fire emoji, apparently.
Smart kid.
But he's also been quite clear, hasn't he? He said, everyone wants to be compared to Usain, but at times it gets overwhelming. I'm just trying to be myself.
Which is a very wise thing to say. And smart to focus on his strengths. He talks about his secret being that top-end speed.
Yeah, he said, once I get out of the bend, I know I can run people down. His strategy sounds simple. Stay relaxed, power through.
Simple in concept, maybe, but incredibly hard to execute.
So how does a kid, a teenager, handle that kind of pressure? The comparisons, the expectations.
It's immense, isn't it? You've got commentators like Bruce McAvaney saying him just making the Tokyo final will be extraordinary, something even Bolt didn't do at 17.
Right.
And Seb Coe, the World Athletics president, calling him a rare talent that needs protection. That tells you the scale of it.
And the comparisons aren't just hype, as you said. The times back it up. He is faster than Bolt was at the same age in several key benchmarks.
Exactly. So managing that spotlight, staying focused on his own development, not getting swept away, it's a huge mental challenge.
You can see the impact he's having, though. His races sell out stadiums now. 10,000 people in Melbourne back in March. First time in 20 years for a domestic meet like that.
That's incredible bliss.
He signed with Adidas. He even went and trained for a bit with Noah Lyles down in Florida earlier this year.
Noah Lyles, the current Olympic 100-meter champ, 3-time world 200-meter champ.
Yeah. Lyles clearly sees him as a potential rival down the line. That's some serious respect.
And you can't talk about his success without mentioning his coach, Dee Shepard. She's been with him since 2021.
Right. She spotted him early.
She saw that raw power when he was just 13, and she's been the one carefully honing it, balancing the speed work, the strength, the recovery, crucially, not pushing his body too hard while he's still growing.
And he is still growing, added nearly 3 centimeters this year, getting close to Bolt's height.
Her strategy seems key. Tailoring the training, working on his weaker points like the start, but really building on that phenomenal closing speed.
She's pretty confident, too. Publicly predicted he could win gold at the 2032 Brisbane Olympics.
Well, he'll be 24 then, likely right in his prime. It's bold, but based on his trajectory. Maybe not unrealistic.
It shows belief, definitely.
And her whole approach emphasizes balance, doesn't it? He's still in year 12 at school. He's a prefect, apparently.
Yeah, he said, school keeps me grounded. Which sounds incredibly mature for a 17-year-old with the world watching him run.
It really does. And Shepard seems very focused on shielding him from the hype, keeping him centered on the process, helping him deal with any minor setbacks. His calm attitude, pressure's there, but I just run. That speaks volumes about their partnership.
Okay, so let's bring it to the present. Tokyo, the World Athletics Championships, September 13th to 21st. This is it, his senior international debut.
A massive moment for him. He's entered in the men's 200 meters. Heats are on the 17th, final scheduled for the 20th.
And notably, no 100 meters, no relay, school commitments.
Yeah, which again, points to that long-term view from his coach. Balanced development over just chasing every single race right now. Smart planning.
He goes in ranked 16th in the world. And the field is, well, stacked. You've got Noah Lyles, Letzel Tebogo, Kenny Bednarek. The big guns.
Absolutely. It's the world stage.
Oh.
So realistic expectations. Look, getting into the semifinals would be a huge success, a massive achievement for a 17-year-old debutante.
And making the final?
That would be historic, truly. But Gout seems pretty level-headed about it. He just wants to, as he put it, prove myself against pros.
Test himself.
Exactly. His wind legal best is 20.02. Those wind-assisted sub-20s show the potential, but he needs to deliver that kind of time legally against the best. It's about experience at this point, showing he belongs there.
And looking beyond Tokyo, the runway looks incredibly long and bright. LA 2028, then Brisbane 2032 on home soil.
Right, he'll be 24 for Brisbane. If he stays healthy, keeps developing, that could be his peak. People are already talking medals, maybe even world records down the line.
Australia hasn't had a men's Olympic sprint medalist since the 1960s or 70s with Raleen Boyle's silvers, right? He could be the one to break that drought.
He absolutely could. He could potentially usher in a whole new era for Australian sprinting. The potential is certainly there.
So, from Ipswich, Queensland, the son of refugees from South Sudan to the Olympic Stadium in Tokyo, Gout's journey is just, well, an incredible story. Talent, hard work, the right support, it's all coming together.
It really is. He embodies that immigrant grit, but also just the pure excitement of youthful potential unleashed.
As he heads off to Japan, the whole athletics world is watching. This kid isn't just running. He feels like he's chasing something bigger, breaking records, inspiring people.
Yeah, the bowl comparisons will follow him. That's inevitable with this level of talent. But it's his own quiet determination, his desire to be Gout Gout, not the next Bolt, that will really shape his legacy, I think.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. As this 17-year-old steps onto the world stage under this immense spotlight with all these comparisons, how does he do it? How does he carve out his own path, become his own legend, maybe even redefine what sprinting can look like?
It's fascinating to think about.
The kid who came from South Sudan via Ipswich, he's really just getting started. Definitely keep your eyes on the track in Tokyo. Fireworks seem pretty much guaranteed.